Hey there peeps, this is the prediction game video for the Divas Championship match you're going to see this Sunday at Night of Champions. It's going to be Layla, the champion, defending her title against Kaitlyn. Layla, who's been holding on to the championship for 4 months now. Almost 5 months. I just checked the Divas Championship history page because I don't really recall when she won it, the date, or the month. And looking back, it seems like she won it in April 29th. Yes, I remember. It was Extreme Rules. The Bell Twins were on their way out. Either Brie or Nikki was the champion. One of the two was the champion. And rumors were going around that, hey, Karma's gonna come back and, take out the Bell Twins and take the Divas Championship. And basically take them out, so, you've got a storyline there, showing you, I guess, why Nikki and Brie are no longer there. But instead, that night, Layla comes out instead of Karma and wins the championship off one of the Bellas. And she became the new champion at that time, and she's been champion ever since. The thing is, Layla's championship reign has been very, I guess, non-entertaining, boring. It just, she hasn't been defending the title on a regular basis. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the main issue, and it is a big issue. Not defending the title on a regular basis when you're the champion. I mean, I'm not the biggest Divas Division fan, but I'm pretty sure every single title reign, every single Divas Championship reign has been better than Layla's. Apart from maybe Jillian Hall's championship reign, because that lasted a couple of minutes. And maybe the last Nikki that won the Divas Championship because she won it on Raw. And she lost it the pay-per-view right after. So the same week she lost it. But it seems like, it's starting to pick up right now. This whole Kaitlyn, Layla, Eve thing. But the weird thing about it is, the main focus is not really on Kaitlyn, but it's more on Eve. They had that 6 Diva tag team match on Raw, which Eve stole the victory, or blind tagged herself in and hit her finisher for the victory. And you also had the #1 contender to the Divas Championship, Kaitlyn, lose clean to Eve in a one-on-one match. So, which leads me to think that maybe Eve is gonna get involved somehow in this match. For those of you who didn't see the official prediction video, I stated that I think Layla's gonna win this match if it does indeed end up being just Layla versus Kaitlyn one-on-one. But if Eve somehow gets into this match and it turns into a 3-way match, then I'm thinking Eve will become the new Divas champion. So we'll see, if at Night of Champions she actually gets involved in the matchup, or maybe she's not even going to play a role in the matchup and we're not even going to hear about Eve or anything like that. But, seeing as how, she's been heavily involved in the whole feud, and the whole angle, and the whole storyline, then I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if Eve, somehow gets involved in the matchup. And actually, about this match, initially, just like the John Cena versus CM Punk match, I thought that Kaitlyn was gonna win this. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. Maybe I was thinking, I guess WWE is thinking the same way I am, and is like, Layla's reign isn't all that great, so let's put it on somebody else. But I don't think they think the same way I do, or maybe they think Layla has potential as Divas champion, which I think she does. I just don't know. I don't know, this reign hasn't been that great. Like I said, it's probably just because she hasn't been defending the title on a regular basis. But not only that, but this, I forgot to point this out, but her championship defenses, title defenses, she really hasn't had, I guess, a storyline behind her defenses. It's like, she was just put into these random title matches, or Divas would just win #1 contender matches and just have you know, a match against Layla. No real storyline behind anything. I know, really, the only title defense I remember from Layla is Layla versus Beth Phoenix, and they had that for, I think, 2 pay-per-views in a row, something like that. I don't recall any other title defenses. There might have been some more, I just don't recall them. But yeah, this feud right now is actually, I think, the first storyline for Layla, I think, as Divas champion, with Eve, you know, trying to be Layla's friend and Kaitlyn's friend, and we don't know if she's pretending or if she's, I guess, you know, trying to get closer to her enemies, or if she's, you know, actually turning face. And the thing is, you know, while this is, I guess, her first storyline, you know, since her title victory, it involves Eve more than it does Kaitlyn. And, you know, she's facing Kaitlyn this Sunday and not Eve. Unless, like I said, Eve gets added to the matchup. But right now, what's announced, or what's confirmed, is Layla versus Kaitlyn one-on-one. So anyways, if it's just Layla versus Kaitlyn, like I said, my prediction is Layla. And with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you can click that like button. And I'm out. See ya.